So good morning all. Today we'll be starting with our next topic, that is test equipment management, which is called calibration inspection. Okay. So the topics will be covering in the test equipment management. What test equipment management overview? What is test equipment management? What is the process flow in the test equipment management? How the calibration process flow will happen? What is the master data required for calibration inspection? Then equipment creation. Then we'll see maintenance strategy creation, how to create maintenance strategy, what data will be maintained in the maintenance strategy. Then we'll create maintenance task list creation. Then we'll create maintenance plan creation, and then scheduling the calibration inspection. Okay, so then finally we'll see the processing of the calibration inspection. So this is the topics we'll be covering today in test equipment management. Okay, so basically what is test equipment management? Test equipment management basically uh, in many manufacturing industries, when they perform quality inspections, they use some test equipment. They use some equipment, like if you want to check pH, you will be using a pH meter, correct? If you want to check length, you will be using a vernier calipers. Okay, so you will be using some test equipment to do quality inspection. So you periodically, what you do is periodically you ensure you check whether your equipment is working properly or not. So you need to ensure your particular equipment is working fine or not, working properly or not. So that you will do through this calibration inspection. So you regularly test your equipment whether it is working as per your criteria. So that is what you do in the test equipment management. Okay, you do it in the test equipment management. Okay, so what you do is you create the equipment data, and at a periodical interval, periodical interval, you do the inspection of that particular equipment. You will check whether that equipment is working fine or not. That is what you will be doing it in the test equipment management. Okay, so to the prerequisites will be you need to have the individual data for the equipment. You should maintain some data for the equipment. This we'll discuss in the end, in the process flow, and it should be regularly calibrated, regularly inspected. Okay, and then these calibration inspections are planned and scheduled using a maintenance order. So there is a plant maintenance department which takes care of the equipments. They will be creating the maintenance order. That means calibration order. So with that calibration order, you will be using calibration inspection. Okay, so with this calibration inspection, you can maintain the results history for a particular equipment. So when you have done the calibration inspection, what were the results, all those things you will be maintaining in the results history. Okay, so that is what the test equipment management. So whatever the test equipment management we are discussing today, it's basically the integration between QM and PM modules. Okay, it is the integration between QM and PM modules, quality management module and plant maintenance module. Okay, so you maintain some data from plant maintenance module, and you maintain some data from QM module. Okay, so ultimately both modules are integrated in this business process. Okay, so that's what we'll be discussing today. So what is the process flow of test equipment management? So first is you will be creating all the master data, required master data. Okay, from the QM perspective and the plant maintenance perspective, you'll be creating all the required master data. Then you do the planning. Then you do the planning activity, like you will be creating the maintenance strategy and a maintenance plan. You will be creating that. Once the planning is done, you will do the processing, like you will be inspecting the equipment. You do the calibration of the equipment. So this is the process flow of your test equipment management. Okay, so this is the basic flow in detail. Okay, so you create all the master data, you create all the required master data. Okay, maintenance plan, equipment creation, maintenance task list, and everything you will create in the plan maintenance module, and you will schedule the maintenance plan, then you will be getting a calibration order in the PM module. So when the calibration order is created, simultaneously you will be getting an inspection lot. Okay, you'll be getting an inspection lot. Using this inspection lot, you do the calibration for the equipment. So this is the process flow. This is the overall process flow. So some functions you will be executing in the PM module, some functions you will be executing in the quality management module. All the required master data, everything will come from PM module, most of the master data. Okay, and then the processing along with when they create the maintenance order, calibration order, along with that you will be getting an inspection lot for the QM module. Then using that inspection lot, you carry out your inspection activity. So this is the process flow in detail. Okay, so now let's start with the flow. First we'll start creating all the master data. Okay, we'll be creating all the master data, then we'll see into the details. Okay, so let's start with the equipment creation first. Okay, so I'm creating equipment. Normally this equipment is created in the plan maintenance module. First step is creation of equipment. Okay, creation of equipment. So this equipment in the real time will be created by the plant maintenance people. It won't come under QM module perspective. Under QM module scope, plant maintenance people will be creating. So I'll be creating the equipment. The transaction code is IE01. The transaction code is IE01. Create equipment. Okay, so I'll create a equipment called pH meter. You people might be knowing what is pH meter. You know pH meter, right? To check the pH value of a solution, you will be using pH meter. So that pH meter I am creating as a equipment. Okay, so this pH meter is an equipment, so that I am creating as a equipment in the system. So I am creating it pH meter. Okay, so I am creating this. Now I am using the equipment category as Q. Okay, there is a equipment category Q. Test or measurement equipment. Normally all the equipments which are used in the quality control department are created with a equipment category as Q. See, equipment category tells you what type of equipment it is, whether it is a machine, okay, whether it is a vehicle, okay, whether it is a production resource tool, or whether it is a quality equipment, it will tell you. So we will be using normally Q. Okay, you use the equipment category as Q. Then you enter. Field to contain invalid characters. Okay, not a problem. pH meter I am creating. Already exist. Okay, pH meter new. Okay, I am creating pH meter new. Enter. So you will be getting this screen. Okay, here you will be maintaining all the required data. So I am giving the description for this. Okay, so enter all the relevant data, whatever the required startup date. Let's say enter today. Okay, acquisition date, all those manufacturer, all those data you want. If you want to enter, you can enter. Object type you select. Okay, I'm selecting it as a digital meter. Okay, object type and authorization group, all those things you can enter whatever you want. Okay, enter. So once this data is entered, go to location in which area of the organization this equipment exists. So my maintenance plant is, let's say, 1000. I'm using it in 1000. ABC enter indicator I'm entering. No effect. Enter. Then go to organization tab. Here you enter all the required data. Planner group, maintenance work center. Okay. Okay, enter all the data. Then go to structure. This is not relevant for us. Then go to PRT data. Here you enter your task list usage. So this pH meter, in which task list you can use, that you can enter over here. Okay, I can use it in all task list types. So let's use 009. Enter. So in this way you will be creating the equipment master. Okay, so basically equipment master contains what type of equipment it is, who was the manufacturer, what is the model number, all those things you can enter. Okay, but I am entering the basic data. All this data is basically relevant for PM module, so we will not have much importance over here. So this is how you will be creating a equipment master. Okay, so now I am saving this equipment. So our equipment is created. Okay, so this is the equipment. So now once the equipment is created, you will go for just give me 1 minute. So now you will be creating the equipment task list, creation of equipment task list. So to do calibration inspection, what activities you will be doing? So that creation of equipment task list. Equipment task list. You will be carrying out equipment task list creation. Okay. So take our equipment. Take this equipment. You will be creating the equipment task list. A01. Create equipment task list. Okay. So here you go. Select the profile. Select the profile. Okay. Enter. Okay. So here you will be entering the data in header. Okay. So this basically this equipment task list creation is similar like inspection plan. So in the inspection plan we will have header and operations, right? Here also same thing. You will have the same header details. So you enter here. My group counter is, let's say I'm using it for calibration inspection. This task list is used for calibration activity. Calibration inspection. Okay, so enter the description for that group. Okay, now usage, you enter the usage. It is used in plan maintenance, so enter the usage as 4. Okay, planner group you can enter. Okay, planner group I am entering. System status, when you are doing this calibration inspection, what is your status? It is released. This calibrations group, this equipment task list is released. Okay, now I am maintaining the strategy as of now. I'll explain you what is this maintenance strategy. So I am maintaining it as scheduling by calendar. We'll come to what is this maintenance strategy, what is the importance of it, we'll come to that. And then you maintain the inspection points, QM data you need to maintain. Okay, I am using inspection of equipment. So once you maintain this inspection point, while doing the results recording, you have to enter the equipment number. Okay, so that's what this inspection points importance. Okay, now enter. Work center 1000 does not exist for task list type E. Okay, let me enter the new work center. Okay, so this is the work center. So now once the data is entered, you go to operations. Okay, in the real time this equipment task list is created by the plant maintenance people. We will not be creating. Only as a QM consultant, what you will be doing is for the operations you will be assigning the characteristics. You will be assigning the characteristics. That's what you will do. So I enter the only one operation, calibration inspection. Enter. Okay, not a problem. Okay, now take the operation. You will be assigning the characteristics. What characteristics you want to check during this calibration inspection. So you click on the inspection characteristics button. Okay, now you enter the characteristic over here. So I'll enter the characteristics which are already there in the system. So normally for pH meter calibration you will be checking the pH value. So we'll take the pH which is already there in the system. So pH underscore 7, this characteristic I'm taking. Enter, and it will ask for the sampling procedure. You enter the sampling procedure, fixed sample 1. Okay, so this is how you will be creating the equipment task list. Okay, so now the question is, here you will be maintaining the we created the maintenance equipment master. We have done this. We completed creation of equipment master. This we completed. Then we assigned the master inspection characteristics. Now we need to have the strategy, maintenance strategy. So this maintenance strategy tells you how frequently, how frequently you want to do the calibration inspection, what is your period of inspection, that will be defined in the maintenance strategy. Okay, so this maintenance strategy we'll see. So now when you go to the header, when we go to the header, here I assigned a maintenance strategy called A, scheduling strategy by A. Okay, so what is this maintenance strategy, we'll understand. So before that, let me go to another transaction. Okay, so let me go to logistics, plant maintenance. This maintenance strategy is normally created in plant maintenance module. Okay, so go to preventive maintenance, maintenance planning, maintenance strategies, change IP11. If you go here, that maintenance strategy will be there. Okay, so if you take the scheduling by calendar with the one which we assigned, if you take this, if you go to the packages, so you can do the maintenance planning either 1 month, for every 1 month, or for every 3 months, or for every 12 months. So these are the packages available. Okay, so in the real time, this maintenance strategy will be created by the plant maintenance consultants. Plant maintenance people, they will be creating this maintenance strategy. So you will be using this A, and you will be assigning in the equipment task list. So maintenance strategy you will assign it over here. Okay, so once you assign, you go to operations. Now how frequently this calibration inspection you want to do, that you will assign in the maintenance package overview. So you select the operation, you go to the maintenance package, here you will assign. So let's say I want to do this calibration inspection every month, then you activate this package. So these are the 3 packages available: 1 month, 3 months, for every 3 months, and for every 1 year. So now you, according to your client requirement, you will be activating this package. So now I want to do calibration of my pH meter every month, once in a month. So you activate this 1 month package. Okay, so now you go back and then you save your equipment task list. So your equipment task list got saved. Okay, so now the next step, once we completed equipment master creation, we assign the characteristics, and then we define the strategy, we assign the strategy, and we maintain the period. So this is the data so far we have maintained. Now the next step in the process flow is you will be creating the maintenance plan. Okay, we will be creating the maintenance plan. Creation of maintenance plan. Okay, so creation of maintenance. So this maintenance plan tells you from which time you want to start the maintenance calibration activity. Here in the task list with strategy, you define the period interval. Okay, so now here in the maintenance plan, you define your start time, from when you want to start the this calibration inspection. That's what you define it in the maintenance plan. Okay, so we'll create the maintenance plan. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we'll be creating the maintenance plan, single cycle plan. The transaction code is IP41, or you can use strategy plan also based on your requirement. So let's go to IP42. Okay, don't enter any maintenance plan. Maintenance plan category you take. Ours is a calibration plan. You select the calibration plan and you enter the strategy which we are using. We are using A. So then that you enter. Okay, you enter, go inside. Okay, so you write the description for the maintenance plan: calibration of pH meter. So you enter the description. Okay, now here you need to enter the equipment, for which equipment this maintenance plan is created. So what is our equipment? Our equipment is this one, pH meter new. Okay, so enter that equipment. Once you enter that, all the data from the equipment get copied to the order. Okay, so your maintenance planner group, planning plant, work center, all the data from the equipment master will get copied to the maintenance plan. So you enter your order type here. I'll enter order type PM06, calibration order. These orders are used in plant maintenance module. Accordingly, you need to enter the work center plant 1000, not allowed for happened?
Savan, make the plant as 1,000 and work center as 5,000. This one.
Just wait.
Remove the maintenance planner group 500.
Wait. Okay, so you enter the relevant planning data. Okay, and you can enter the priority over here. Priority if required, you can enter that one. Okay, now you will be assigning the task list over here, the maintenance task list which we created, that you will be assigning here. So the task list type is E, and the group number we created, if you go to display, this is the group number and this is the group count. So you will be defining over here 32 and 1 group counter. Okay, so those things you will be defining it over here. So once defining that, you go to maintenance plan scheduling parameter. See, the moment I assign the package strategy, it has taken as 1 month, because in the equipment task list we assign the package 1 month. That is why it has taken over here. Okay, so now go to maintenance plan scheduling parameters. Here you will be maintaining the scheduling period. So I want to do it for 365 days. That means next 1 year I want to do. So from today's date, next 1 year, every month I will be doing the calibration of this pH meter. That is the meaning of it. Scheduling period 365 days means from today's date, next 1 year, I will be doing the calibration, but my interval is every month. So that is the meaning of it. So you enter here scheduling period. In the real time, this maintenance plan also created by the plant maintenance people. We will not be creating it. It is their responsibility. Okay, so that is a scheduling period, and you start up the cycle. So from today's date I want to do. So 10/09/2016. So that means here the meaning is from today, next 1 year. That means till 10/09/2017. I want to do calibration inspection for this pH meter, but frequency is every month. That frequency we defined over here, every month. Cycle. My cycle is 1 month. Okay, so you maintain this data. Once all the data is maintained, you will be saving this maintenance plan. Okay, so your maintenance plan is created. Maintenance plan number is 340. The number is 340. Okay, so now when you schedule the maintenance plan, you will be getting the maintenance calls. So in the calls, when you release it, you will be getting a maintenance order, calibration order. With that you will be getting an inspection order. Okay, so our next step will be you will be scheduling the maintenance plan. Okay, you will be scheduling the maintenance plan. Schedule maintenance plan. Okay, so before that, the only configuration you need to ensure is for the PM order type. For the PM order type which we entered in the plan, suppose if you go to the plan display, if you scroll down here, what is the order type we have assigned? Calibration order. These order types are used in plant maintenance model. So for this order type, we will be assigning our inspection type. Our inspection type is 14. So if you go to configuration, SPRO, SAP reference IMG, okay, go to quality management, okay, quality inspection, okay, if you go to inspection lot creation, okay, here if you see define inspections in plant maintenance. So if you go here, for the plant 1000, our plant is 1000, we are using plant 1000, and if you go to the order type PM06 which we assigned, if you see there is an inspection type assigned 14. This is the inspection for equipments. That 14 inspection type we need to assign. If you assign this only, then you will be getting an inspection lot along with the calibration order. So this is the configuration you are supposed to do. We need to assign our inspection type, quality management inspection type, to PM order type, plant maintenance order type. Okay, so this is the configuration is required. So already the configuration is in place. So let's start we will continue with the process flow. So now we will be scheduling the maintenance plan. Our next step will be scheduling the maintenance plan. So you go to maintenance plan, you go to change mode, enter. Okay, sorry, you go to schedule the maintenance plan. Just 1 minute. Okay, so now go to maintenance plan, schedule. There is an option called schedule, so you can schedule, or you can go to transaction directly IP10. You can directly go from maintenance plan change mode, or you can go to directly IP10. IP10, the transaction code is IP10. So schedule maintenance plan, you enter your maintenance plan which we created, enter, go inside. Okay, so now you click on the button start. Okay, automatically system is picking the start of the cycle start date as today's date, because in the maintenance plan we entered start date as 10/09/2016. So it has taken the date. Now you click on continue. So now you see you are getting maintenance calls for every month. Are you able to see? Our cycle interval is 1 month. So every month you are getting a call. 9/11/2016, one call has come. On 10th you got a call. Are you able to see? Plan date 10/10/2016. That means October, November, December, Jan 2007, February, March, like this till the next 1 year you got all the maintenance calls. Our duration is 1 year. So for next 1 year you got all the calls. Okay. So now to generate a maintenance calibration order, what we will be doing is we'll be selecting the call and then you can release it up. You release that call. So when you release it, system will be generating a maintenance order which is called calibration order. So you release the call. Okay. So first one is already released because release date is already there. So it got released. Okay. So now when you save it, system will be generating a calibration order. Yes, there are some finance settings are not there. That's why we are getting that error. Okay, so your maintenance plan is scheduled. Okay, now let us go and check in the calibration order. So the transaction to check the orders is IW32. This is again meant IW38. Sorry, IW38. Okay, so this is again PM order, PM plan maintenance transaction, where you will be seeing all the orders report. So you go to our order type is PM06, and then you enter your equipment. What was our equipment? pH meter new. Okay, so now you change the date. 31/12/2016 you enter. Okay, so now when I execute, you will be able to see a order, calibration order. So you execute it, you will be able to see a calibration order. See, one calibration order got generated. Are you able to see? Okay, and the order start date is this one, 08/10/2016. Next month you have to do the calibration inspection. So now along with this calibration order, plan maintenance calibration order, you will be able to see an inspection lot. Automatically there will be an inspection lot. So if you click on that button, magnifying lens, you will go to inspection lot. So along with the order, system automatically will be generating an inspection lot for quality people. See, there is a inspection lot got generated. Are you able to see? This is the inspection lot number, and the inspection lot starts with 40. It starts with 40. So this is how the inspection lot will get generated. So now what happens is, quality people, when they do the calibration of that particular equipment, they enter the results in the inspection lot. So you go to QA02. This is our inspection lot. So the next step is, when you schedule the maintenance plan, calibration order gets created. Along with that, you will get an inspection lot. Okay, and then you do the calibration, and then our regular QM flow, results recording, and then usage decision. Only thing is here you will not have stock posting because this is equipment, this is not a material, right? So here you will not have any stock posting, only you will do the usage decision. While doing the usage decision, you will tell whether that equipment can be used or not, you will mention, that's all. Okay, so that is what you will do. So now let's do the results recording. Enter. So when you are doing the results recording, it is asking the equipment number. That is the inspection point use. So it is asking us to enter the equipment number. So equipment number I am entering pH meter new. Okay. So you do the results recording. So pH value, let's say I got 9. Enter. Okay. Now you enter. You save the results recording. Okay. Not a problem. Continue. Okay. Then you save. Now you do the usage decision. QA02. Okay. Go to the QA02. Make the usage decision. So here you select the appropriate UD code and you say usable. That equipment can be used. Suppose let's say your calibration is failing, then you will use this one. Cannot be used. Rejected, cannot be used. That UD code you will be selecting it. Okay, and then you go to equipment, enter, then you save it. Okay, so now the status is showing as ready for use. That means that equipment can be used. That's what. Okay. So suppose if it is failing, you change the status and you can change the status of the equipment. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So if it is rejected, you can change the status of the equipment. So when you click on this change status, what happens is every equipment will have a status attached to it. Suppose if I go to IE03, display equipment, every equipment will have a status available. Then with the results recording usage decision, you can change the status of the equipment, like cannot be used or those things, equipment to be repaired, all that status you can change when you are rejecting it. Okay, then the information goes to plant maintenance department, and then they will take the corrective action on the equipment. That is also you can do. Okay, so now as of now I'm not changing any status. Continue, and then your usage decision is saved. After this, plant maintenance people will close the order. They will confirm the calibration order, which will be done by the plant maintenance people. Confirm the PM order, PM calibration order, and then they'll close the order. Closing the PM order. Okay, so these two activities will be done by the plant maintenance people. That comes under the PM scope. Our role is to generate the inspection lot automatically. Then you calibrate the equipment in the lab, quality control lab. You enter the results. You do the usage decision. And when you do the usage decision, you will inform your result to the plant maintenance people whether that equipment is okay or not. If the equipment is not okay, then accordingly they will work in the calibration order. Then they will enter the whatever the activities they do in the confirmation of the plant maintenance order, and then they will close the order. Okay, so the transaction code to confirm the order is IW41. So they confirm the PM order. Enter PM order confirmation. This is the order number. Enter. Okay, so all the data got copied. Final confirmation. Clear open reservation. No remaining work. Calibration completed. You can write some remarks. Enter. Today is a holiday, right? So that's why we are getting that is. Then save. Okay. Even they will enter the actual timings also. Okay. So your PM order is confirmed, and then they will close this order finally once all activities have been done. Okay. So this is the process flow of calibration inspection. So you define the strategy. We created the equipment master. There you maintain all the data. Then we we used maintenance strategy. In this maintenance strategy, we will be using the period interval, whether you want to do monthly or once in 6 months or every 2 years, whatever the interval you define in this maintenance strategy. Okay, so once the maintenance strategy is defined, this maintenance strategy is assigned to the maintenance plan. Okay, so using this maintenance plan, you will schedule it. You schedule it, and when you schedule it, a maintenance order is created, calibration order is created, and once this calibration order is created, automatically system will be generating an inspection note. Okay, so system automatically will generate an inspection note. Using this inspection note, we'll do the calibration. Okay, we'll do the calibration, and we enter all the relevant data in the results recording, and then while making the usage decision, you can do some follow-up actions, whether you can change the equipment status, all those things you can do it in the equipment status. So follow-up action, while doing the usage decision, you can do some follow-up actions, which I have shown. You can change the equipment status also. Okay, so with this, the calibration inspection will come to an end. Okay, so normally I scheduled it as a front-end part. This maintenance of scheduling plan, I did it actually front-end. Okay, I went inside and I scheduled it manually, but in real time, this is done as a background job at a periodic interval. They have a transaction called IP30, deadline monitoring. This transaction will be running as a background job every day as a background job. So when that particular date is reached, system will be generating the order, and along with the order, it will be generating an inspection lot. Okay, so this basically, the scheduling will happen as a background job. I have shown you manually this maintenance plan scheduling, but in real time, it will happen as an automatic batch program through deadline monitoring, IP30. So when that calibration date is reached, that day system will automatically create a maintenance order. So along with the maintenance order, PM order, system will be generating an inspection. Okay, so that is the one which I have shown you, and in the real time what happens. So the plan will be maintenance plans will be scheduled through a automatic batch job, which is called deadline monitoring, IP30. This is also done by the plan maintenance people will be scheduling it. You create a background job, you create a variant here, and then you assign it to that background job. So you schedule it at a periodic time, every day in the night. So this will be running on that particular day. When it is reached, along with the call, it will be generating a maintenance order. So every month you will be getting an order. Every month, particular date is reached, you will be getting an order like this. If you go to the plan, IP10. So when you go here, when the particular date is reached, that day you will be getting an order. So then along with the order, you will be getting an inspection. Okay, so this is all about your test equipment management. Basically, whatever we discussed is basically integration between QM and PM, plan maintenance model. Most of the activities, most of the master data, everything will be done by the plan maintenance people only. We will not be creating. Only thing is our role. Only thing is in the maintenance equipment task list, we will be assigning our MICs. Here we will be assigning our master inspection characteristics. That's all. Okay. Remaining master data will be taken care by the plan maintenance people. Our job comes into the role when the lot is created, results recording, and usage decision. And accordingly, we'll be informing the maintenance people. If you are having any issue, you inform them to rectify the problem of that particular equipment through usage decision. Okay, so this is your calibration inspection.